Hey humans, good morning, how are you? Okay, so check this out. Last night, Kay moved Loon's bed from her room, which used to be my office, over into the girls' room. Take a look. She's sleeping, so we gotta be quiet. What this means is that I now have my office back. Look at all that beautiful space. See, her bed was right here, and then after I took my desk out, I brought my desk out and put it in the living room. Kay moved their little picnic table in here, which meant my guitars were back there. There was a bed there, this picnic table here, some baby toys were there. It just filled the room up, and I didn't have an opportunity to bring my desk back in here if I so chose. And lately I actually have been desiring that. The reason being that ever since I moved into the living room and started doing standing up vlogs, I don't know why, it's not as good. It's not as fun as doing a sit down in my chair vlog. In fact, where I got the original idea from was Wheezy Waiter. Actually, he inspires like everything I've ever done on YouTube. He is the one who I first really got into on YouTube, and I'm like, man, I want to be like him. I want to be a guy sitting in front of my computer, reporting on news in a silly way. I love him. Anyway, so months and months ago, he started doing standing vlogs, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that. It's a good idea to move out to the living room. I'll do some standing vlogs. But then I didn't enjoy it very much. And then ironically enough, he only did it for like a month, if that. I don't know how long he did it for. And then he's like, I'm done. I'm going back to sitting. Around the same time, I was like, yeah, you know what? Standing vlogs do suck. I mean, unless they're handheld like this, and then, you know, standing is just ideal. But for doing like news reporting, silly skit vlogs, you really gotta be sitting. It only really works that way. You know? Anyway, due to the setup of our living room, it wasn't really ideal for me to drag my chair over there and put the camera pointed this way because there's rugs and carpets. It just would have been difficult to manage, so I just stuck with my stand-up vlogs. But for a while now, I've been really wanting to get back in that room. There just wasn't any space for me. Well, now that Kay's moved Loon, I can finally go back in there. So my goal for today is I'm gonna take all my computer stuff and transfer it over into the office. And then from here on out, I will have all my future Dramos TV vlogs and Dramos Gaming vlogs from my office in my chair once again. Alright, I'm gonna get to it. Alright, 3.5 hours later and I am done. I have moved my desk into my office, and as you can see, my posters are also gone. Nice empty corner that I still have to deal with, of course. So my office is pretty much completely set up now. Actually, I'll show you. Here it is. Change table. Yeah, so that's the thing that kind of sucks about it, is that I have to share my office with a change table, which of course means once in a while there's going to be some stinky bums passing through here, which ain't going to be pleasant, but I'll manage. Pretty nice though. Hey, I got my guitars. You see, I put all my cases, just kind of shove them in the corner and like lean them into each other so it look all cramped in there. I finally pulled out my old electric, my Yamaha, not bad, hey, and then my 12-string Ovation, which when I pulled out, I noticed that one of these strings is missing, this one. So currently it's an 11 string. And of course I got my desk with my computer all set up there, external monitor, external hard drive, everything's good to go. The one major downfall of being in here now, however, is that I can no longer hook up to my Ethernet cable into the internet. I have to, of course, go over Wi-Fi. And I mean, my Wi-Fi is decent. It's not terribly slow or anything, but you know, when you're running on such low megabytes a second as it is, you know, just that 1 megabyte can mean the world of difference. So I might have some slower uploading, slower downloading, but it's worth the trade-off. I have my own office again. That's a score. So now, because I've taken the desk out of the living room, I have a big gap to deal with. And so I'm gonna have to take this couch, slide it over. It's actually gonna line up with where these two speakers are. That's where the couch used to be a long time ago. So I'm gonna slide that over, put it there. And this, it's kind of hard to explain. It's the extension couch. The 2 cushions instead of 3, because that's a double. Never mind. I'm not going to bother explaining it. But I'm gonna push it back over here. Kind of like I had it about a month ago. If you ever watched my daily vlogs, I had the couch over there, then I connected with the couch again. Anyway, I'm moving it back over there. That way, once again, I'll have a walkway here, and then I will once again have enough room to have my coffee table chest thingamajigger, which I had to take out because of a lack of space because of having baby toys in here when Loon started crawling and moving around. But now that she's getting better and better at it, I don't need to contain her in a small living room size area. I can just let her roam the house and I'm not too worried about her. So yay, I can have my coffee table back in my living room where it belongs. Alright humans, I'm all done. The time is 4:02 p.m. and I started just after 10:30. Do the math. It's been a long day of moving everything around, but my living room's done now. Take a look. I got my shelf there now, all nicely organized. Got my couch up against this wall, like I said, lined up with the speakers. I got my coffee table slash chest thing in the middle. Got the girls' couch there. So this is where the computer was, that little corner. TV is the only thing that really didn't move. I got the rug all twisted around, and like I told you before, slid the extension couch over and cornered it. And get a high shot. There is my rearranged living room. Not bad, hey? So put the ottoman here and put a nice little rug here. Put the girls' picnic table here. This is where they can eat dinner now whilst we eat there. Yeah, I think that's about it. It was tiring work moving everything around because with me, I don't even know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I'm a huge clean freak, like majorly, and a perfectionist. So when I move my living room around, I have to lift everything up from where it was and vacuum under it, and that includes every piece of furniture, every rug, every cord and wire that's along the walls. I have to lift all those up and vacuum under them, and then I always dust every surface in here as well, just to really get a nice clean fresh start. So that is why it took so long. Anyway, so there still kind of is one job remaining in the living room despite the fact that it's done, and it's my walls. They're bare and boring. So I'm planning on getting some picture frames, putting some pictures in them, and just lining the walls with them. I know I have a whole bunch of spare in the back room of frames with old pictures in them, so I can rip those out. Go print some new ones off at Walmart tonight, maybe, if I have time, and throw them up on the wall. And then my living room will be beautiful and complete. I have my 1-year anniversary coming up next week, September 4th. I plan on posting 2 videos that day, one on Dramos TV, one on Zero Faces, and they're both acknowledging and in some form celebrating my 1 years of making 1 years? Plural, singular. My 1 year of making videos on YouTube. So I have mucho planning to do. Well, I think that's about it for now. Thank you for joining me in my rearrangement of my house. I'll see you humans another time. Maybe I won't. Guess we'll see.